G'day legends. Well, I'm back. I thought I'd better check in and talk about the continued downturn in Bitcoin. As I said in my last video, it might go for a while. It hasn't got any lower, which is for people's sanity is probably good. The continued reason for the downturn, if you haven't got your finger on the pulse, is that the German government decided to join the party after the Mt. Gox news and all those issues, and the German government decided to offload their 50,000 Bitcoin over the last week. So that's what's sort of keep pushing us down. Lucky, people are buying at the same time, so it hasn't been as traumatic as some of the predictions were. There were predictions looking at if they dumped it all, too fast, which I mean they dumped it pretty fast. In a week they've got rid of 45,000 roughly. We could have ended up down at say 40,000, 42, somewhere in that area. But the Bitcoin ETFs on one of the days they picked up 5,000 Bitcoin, so that sort of stemmed that bleeding, as it were. So that was pretty handy. So I've actually come on to give the good news. The good news is the German government is down to about 5,000 left. So out of they've only got 10% of what they had, even if they keep dumping it, which they probably will. It's an interesting concept as you lean into crypto and precious metals and stocks, and you realise that a government's offloading an asset for fiat currency, so paper money, which deflates deflates, inflates, but basically the money will become worth less and less. So it's interesting to see them doing this. They probably would have been better long term to keep the Bitcoin. So anyway, so that's a good thing. So my current thoughts are that we're probably, unless something else bad, which a lot of it feels like it's it's FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. It feels like it's orchestrated, and it very much well might be. Who's to say that big entities, BlackRock and all, haven't said to oh, you guys put all your bad news out at once so we can scoop up some cheap Bitcoin. They probably have that type of power. Anyway, sorry, I've been a bit. My whole family's been a little bit crook. The poor little boys here have since I've got back from America. I've you come back from your airplane and you haven't slept and all that, and then I got back and the kids have got coughs and haven't slept a whole lot real well since. So if I sound a bit funny, that's why. But yeah, so I feel like we're probably nearing the end of this particular down term. Does it mean that it'll end tomorrow? No, but there's good news on the horizon. The good news outside of the German government running out of Bitcoin to dump on us is that the inflation rates in America and all that stuff, it's down to 3%. So they're very close to their target, which means that they'll probably put the interest rates back down. All the people on the news and that are saying probably in September will be the go. So just something to look forward to, because that's essentially freeing up money in America. So anyway, so not a very interesting video from me, but just alleviating people's fears, if you've got any, that it's probably near the end now. I know I haven't been on, but your altcoins, a lot of them, I was listening to the technical analysis guys yesterday. I was listening to Eric Crown, who's very, very good. As far taking out their fundamentals, just their actual charts, every chart he was looking at, altcoins basically are looking really bad, and so just watch out. A lot of them will bounce, but then they'll go back down against Bitcoin. So just something to think about. Even if you scoop it up now, it may end up back down at this level again. There was only a couple that were good, and I cannot remember what they were because I've been racking my brain trying to think about it. Once I get my computer open and have a look, I'll see some and I'll scoop it up. I'm trying to think what it was. It was no, there was only one or two with really good charts, and all the rest, including lots of my favourites, all their charts were looking quite bad for shorter term periods, a couple of months. All right, well, hope that gives you a little bit of alpha. Have a great evening. Do something nice for someone else. Crypto Bogan out.